Hi, I'm Thomas Lester, the founder of the Early Bird Co. and an industrial engineering student at Auburn University. Late last year, I began exploring self-heating technologies for hot beverage solutions, which led me to inventing the fastest pre-made self-heating beverage container ever made. Our technology and system have 3 patents currently pending and more to come. In the pursuit of turning our technology into a business, we decided to start by pursuing a logistics and efficiency problem that coffee companies face. Tens of millions of these coffee totes are sold every year, particularly in the 96-ounce volume totes. You may have seen these at caterings or meetings. These companies providing the totes often face a problem filling dozens of these totes in the mornings while still trying to serve in-person customers. This sheer quantity of coffee takes significant time to brew, and for this reason, a lot of these providers will fill these up way in advance of handing them out to the customers, often causing lukewarm coffee within an hour of making it to reach within an hour of opening it at its final destination. This system is not optimal for both the provider or the consumer, and for this reason, we decided to fix the process at as low of an incremental cost as possible by utilizing a single attachment that can be easily added to the bottom of the tote and effectively take up a negligible amount of space. This is the attachment itself. It is activated by either the press of a button or the turn of a knob. I just activated this one right as this video started, and I'll open it up in a minute. You'll see the steam come out of it. So what are our performance goals with this product? Well, we want to achieve from room temperature to 180 degrees in 4 minutes, and we want to be able to maintain that heat for at least 6 hours. This would allow companies to fill the totes up well in advance of handing them off. Actually, often the night before, they'll be able to fill these up, and it'll allow them to just seal them from oxidizing and hand them off, activating them at the time the customer arrives, and effectively taking away the stress of the morning rush and giving the customer a better experience. So the attachment itself is made up of a reservoir, and this reservoir holds water. This reservoir that holds water distributes water out of its reservoir by utilizing a tube that kind of mimics an irrigation hose, if you've ever seen one of those, with the holes in the side to evenly distribute water. Next, it uses a mechanical water release mechanism. So we've got 2 different options for that. We've got a mechanical puncture that would puncture a small layer of latex or polypropylene and would allow water to escape out of the reservoir and down the tube. The other option is a turn knob method, which would open a latch, which would create a hole for the water to go down the tube in. These both are solid options. Here is the turn knob in a more concentrated space. Here we have it to where you clearly see the latch. When it's twisted, it will allow the water to flow out and evenly distribute out of the reservoir. This is a big deal because we have to evenly distribute all the water along this entire mineral patch, which we have our own mixture for. The mineral patch is created with magnesium iron alloy and sodium chloride, which when combined with water create a rapid exothermic reaction and are embedded within the pouch. These minerals are encased within the bottom side of a permeable paper-based or plastic-based material, and at the top side have a thin metallic foil. The tube or channel has the mineral bed laid over top and utilizes a conductive foil layer on its top to eventually be in direct contact with the bag of coffee. Below the reservoir, channel, and pad is a layer that keeps the water and the attachment from leaking, which can be seen here. Lastly, we insert the pad on top of the tube and the water-filled bladder within the reservoir. Some things we need to look out for are avoiding leaks. This is a big one, and also creating a consistent and repeatable activation and striving for disposable and lightweight materials. So here we have a manufacturing flowchart. This is not a permanent solution by any means. but it would allow us to have an idea of the basic production of the product. Here we start by having the existing cardboard tote receive one additional stamp or a corrugated star on the front side. After that, we would commission a specific mineral patch to our specifications with our mixture from an existing mineral patch creator. This would allow us to cut down cost and produce at a larger scale. From there, we will have all the parts produced and sent to one facility for assembly, all click in place and glued together. After that, we would ship everything in one piece to the actual coffee provider themselves, where all they have to do that's incremental to what they already do is just put the piece in the bottom of the container. Lastly, the normal filling process occurs and the coffee is sealed within the bag. The employee of the coffee provider is ready to hand off the product to the customer. The button or knob is activated, providing a sustained heat of a sustained box of hot coffee to the end users. So our short-term goals, we would love to start pursuing licensing deals as soon as possible. However, in order to do that, we need to have professional prototypes for those pitches. We feel comfortable with, our intellectual property, where it stands, but we need more industry experts to share a little bit of their wisdom in this field. Conducting some basic research and development will allow us to move forward a lot faster and make significant strides in the product's performance and affordability. We're very open to changes, especially on the materials side and the fill. Currently, we are utilizing polyethylene and plastic for almost all the solid parts. I would like to begin exploring using paperboard more and foils and sheet materials, because we need to be able to produce this product cheaply. I believe in the basic combination of parts and the reaction we have. However, we are still open to changes there as well. We would love to answer any questions that y'all might have, and we would love to hear any advice or criticisms. I want to say thank you from the Early Bird team, and we hope to work with y'all soon. We'll quickly open this box up.